Hello, Markiplier. We all know him. We all love him. He has the constant desire to create something new and create something at all, really. All he wants to do is make. This is awesome because he then makes stuff for viewers like us to enjoy. But recently, he posted his video talking about Iron Lung. This was a 3-year project and was a lot. I mean, it was making a movie, just him and his crew, and working with a production company and all of the great difficulties that come with that. And it's all over 3 years. He was dedicating himself to one thing for 3 years. I don't think a lot of people have done that. Like, probably very few. Especially when it comes to an artistic project. You can dedicate yourself to a craft over many years, this is true, but to one project, one single full project, is incredible work. And obviously, I had seen in his video, it was quite taxing on him, and he certainly is very proud of it. And we're all very proud of him, because making something like that is incredible. Something to be proud of. If I could dedicate myself to a project for 3 years after having many years of experience previously creating things, I'm sure I would be elated. But for me, I haven't been doing much creating, and I think it's time I take after old Mark and pursue my desire to make. So, throughout the rest of December, I plan on actually trying and putting a lot of effort into something that probably won't be that long, but something that will be dear to my heart. And on top of it, I have the hope, a lot of hope, that what I create is something I will enjoy. And this is probably every artist's greatest burden, is the inability to enjoy something they've made. And for Markiplier's case, I am curious how he feels about it. I mean, surely he sees it for what it is as an incredible project to be done by just some guy without, all of these media companies backing him. Instead, it's just, pulling himself up by the bootstraps and creating something with the people in his life that he holds dear. And as he said, all those people living so many different lives, yet still coming together to join him for, his project. And the beauty in that, with the idea of creating a community through an artistic production, is just the best thing I could think of. It's beautiful. His project, the production of it, it's all just glorious, And I'm sure whenever I watch it, it's going to be incredible. And this is because when Mark, creates art, he does it wanting, I could imagine, wanting to make something that he himself would enjoy. That's kind of been his fundamental ideology of creating something that, he'd enjoy. He enjoys horror games, so he plays horror games and creates videos with it. And that's what he's been doing for eons. And so that mentality is something I think all artists should strive for. A couple other examples would be like Tim Henson from Polyphia, or just Polyphia the band, including, Scott LePage and Clay and that other one. But they all create music in hopes of creating something that they'd enjoy. And it's for whatever medium you choose, whether it's videos, movies, visual arts, music, or game dev. Whatever poison you pick to create your art form, the goal behind it should be, or usually is, in most cases, to create something that you would enjoy. And I would like to follow in that ideology. But it's so difficult, because we are the greatest critics of ourselves and everything we do and create and make. And so trying to appease that critic is almost an insurmountable task, but some people can just do it again and again and again and just create stuff that is amazing. And the difference between people who don't create the beautiful things and people who can't create it because they are locked down with their own criticisms is mentality. It's a mentality. It's also I guess you could call this also a mentality, but actually picking up and learning and becoming good at what you do. Whether it's video editing or storyboarding or coding or all of the millions of things that artists do nowadays, getting good, gamer, is the key to all of them. If you can get good at whatever you're doing, and then you can get good at something else, you create this network of things you are good at, and eventually, when your network gets big enough, like in Mark's case, you get good enough to be able to make a movie. You get connections with people. You get connections with video software to edit the video, cameras to film. Everything that goes into the production is something that he knows about. He knows all of the points in the production. And that is what makes him a fantastic artist. It's knowledge. It's not talent or just an amazing amount of creativity. It's the knowledge of the craft. It is the skill of the craft. The difference is in skill, and not in the sense of proficient to master, but in the sense of the wide amount of skills, the vast amount of skills that he has. And trying to get those skills is difficult. It takes time. And then applying them, in Mark's case, took 3 years of everything that went into Iron Lung. And now he's left with a masterpiece. I want to make a masterpiece. I am going to have to do a lot of learning. And and the skills that I need to learn start by following through with my desire to create. Anyways, toodles.